I need to confess something. A hug has made me more turned on than a kiss. Women have left boyfriends, cheated on lovers, and obsessed over men who never even slept with them just because of the way he hugged them. One touch, one placement of his hand, and suddenly she can't stop thinking about him. Most men hug like friends, flat, safe, forgettable. And that's why she doesn't crave you. But the man who knows these psychological tricks, he doesn't just hug her. He imprints on her body. He makes her feel something she can't explain but can't ignore. I'm Lauren Ponce, your trusted men's health advisor. Here's what we're covering today. First, why most hugs fail and the 3 biological triggers that turn a simple hug into an obsession. Then specific touch techniques that make her replay the moment for days. And finally, the most dangerous move that leaves her craving you when you're not even there. This first part takes 90 seconds, and it'll completely change how you understand female desire. Hit that subscribe button because what we're covering today is based on female psychology, touch neuroscience, and real confessions from women about what actually makes them obsessed. Let's start with why most hugs are completely forgettable. Every woman can feel it instantly. The difference between a man who snatches her into a hug and the one who pulls her in slow, steady, and calm. When a man rushes, it feels desperate, almost like he's afraid she'll slip away. But when he draws her in gradually, like he already knows she'll come closer, her body softens without permission. Now here's where it gets interesting. That patience doesn't just feel confident, it feels dominant in a way that turns women on. The psychology is simple. Women are hypersensitive to pacing. Fast movements signal nervousness, fear, or neediness. Slow movements signal certainty, control, and masculine grounding. When a man doesn't rush to close the space, he communicates that he owns it. He's not asking permission. He's guiding her into his frame. Here's your rule. Never yank, never lunge. Guide. Place your hand gently. Apply calm pressure and let her body lean into yours. When you set the pace, she feels safe. And safety is what unlocks craving. Move slower than you think you should. Breathe slower than you normally do. Because when you slow down the moment, she'll replay it faster in her head later. But wait, there's something else happening here that most men miss. Once she's close, where you place your hand next decides everything. There's a reason women melt when a man's hand rests on the lower back during a hug. It doesn't feel casual. It doesn't feel friendly. It feels protective, possessive. Like he's saying, you're safe with me and you're mine at the same time. The psychology is primal. The lower back is a vulnerable spot. It's unguarded, exposed, close to her. Hips. When a man places his hand there, it taps into ancient wiring. It signals leadership and strength. Most men avoid the psychological triggers that make her obsess that area and stay high on the shoulders where it feels platonic. But the ones who confidently take the lower back, they separate themselves instantly. And this is where it gets critical. If you want her to feel your presence, guide her lower back. Not too low, not groping, but firm and calm. That placement tells her she's with a man, not a boy. And once she feels that strength, she won't forget it. Most men ruin the moment without even realizing it. They hug, pat the back twice, and let go too quickly. To a woman that feels cold, forgettable, like he couldn't wait to pull away. But the man who holds just a little longer, just 1 second past the expected release, creates a ripple effect in her mind and body that she can't ignore. Here's what most people don't realize. Women are wired to notice subtle timing. When you break that rhythm, her body reacts. If you let go too soon, it feels like rejection. If you hold a little longer, it feels like desire. That extra second forces her to wonder, did he want more? Was he feeling me? Why didn't he let go right away? That question sticks, and it's the question that turns ordinary hugs into obsession. Here's your rule. Don't grip, don't cling, and don't smother. Just hold a beat longer than normal, then release calmly. That slight delay will feel like unspoken desire. She'll be the one playing it, wondering why it felt so different. Keep this in mind because it connects directly to the next layer. When your face and breath brush against her neck, her body reacts before her mind can stop it. The hug that feels normal until his cheek brushes against hers or his breath grazes the side of her neck. That tiny, almost accidental touch is lethal. It bypasses logic. Her body reacts before her mind can control it. A shiver down the spine, goosebumps, a sudden warmth low in the stomach. The neck is one of the most sensitive areas on a woman's body. It's intimate, vulnerable, in charge with nerves tied to desire. Most men avoid it because they don't want to cross a line. But the man who lets his face linger close, not in a creepy way, but with calm confidence, creates tension so thick it lingers for days. Here's your rule: don't force it. Let your face get close naturally as you draw her in. Breathe steady. Let the warmth of your skin graze hers for just a moment, then pull back as if nothing happened. That single brush is enough to haunt her. Let me clear up a massive misunderstanding about what happens during the hug. Most men kill the moment with words. They hug and instantly say something: "You smell nice," "I missed you," or worse, a nervous joke. And the second they do, the hug loses its charge. But the man who hugs in silence, who just holds her without saying a word, that man makes her lose her balance because silence forces her to imagine what he's feeling. Women are addicted to meaning. When you stay silent, you starve her of clues, and that uncertainty turns into obsession. The clears throat hug where he said nothing, where he just breathed slow and steady. Her mind went wild. Is he thinking about me? Is he turned on? Does he want to kiss me? Why isn't he saying anything? That loop doesn't stop after the hug. It follows her all day. Here's your rule: don't fill the silence. Don't break the tension with words. Hug her, hold steady, breathe slow, and let the moment breathe. When you stop trying to explain yourself, she's the one who will explain you in her head over and over until she's hooked. Most men hug like statues, arms stiff, hands frozen in place, safe, polite, forgettable. But when a man moves with intention, even in the smallest way, it changes everything. One of the most dangerous touches during a hug is when his hand slides just slightly across the top of the back or shoulder blade as he pulls away. That little movement feels deliberate. It feels like he meant it. Remember this because we'll come back to it. A slow hand sliding across her shoulder doesn't feel like an accident. It feels like you wanted her to notice. That tiny shift transforms the hug from friendly into charged. And because it's subtle, her mind replays it, trying to decide, did he mean that? Was that just a hug or something more? Here's your rule: don't stay rigid. Let your hand move slowly and deliberately as you break the hug. A gentle slide across the shoulder or back as you release her tells her body the hug isn't over, even when it is. That lingering touch creates a ghost sensation that she'll keep feeling when you're gone. Every woman secretly wants both strength and tenderness. Most men get it wrong by being all one or the other. Too soft and it feels weak, like you're unsure of yourself. Too firm and it feels aggressive, like you're trying to prove something. But the man who blends the two, he creates the kind of hug that makes women melt. A firm arm around the back makes her feel protected, contained, but a softer hand, maybe on the shoulder or lightly stroking the upper back, adds a layer of care and intimacy. That combination tells her you're strong enough to hold her, but soft enough not to hurt her. That balance is addictive. Here's your rule: mix your energies. Hold her steady with one arm firm and secure, while letting the other hand move with subtle softness. The contrast creates tension that her body can't resolve. And tension is what keeps her craving more. This is the part that changes everything. This is the one women can't resist. The hug that makes her crave you when you're not even there. It's not about holding longer, it's about letting go first before she's ready. When you break the hug while her body still wants it, it creates an ache she can't shake. Women are wired to desire what's withheld. If you give everything instantly, she enjoys it but doesn't obsess over it. But when you stop short, when you end the hug before she does, you leave her suspended in tension. That tension fuels imagination. She replays the hug, wondering why you pulled away first. Did you want her? But control yourself. Did you feel the same spark she did? Here's your rule: always be the one to end the hug first. Not abruptly, not coldly, but with calm certainty. Pull away with confidence, like you're the one setting the pace. That small act of restraint tells her body the hug isn't hers to control. It's yours. And the moment she realizes that, she won't stop thinking about you. Most men ruin the afterglow of a hug. They pull away, look down, check their phone, or mumble something awkward. But the man who lets go and then locked eyes for just 1 second longer than feels comfortable, he leaves a mark that burns. That stare makes her feel like the hug didn't end. It makes her feel like he's still holding her even when his arms are gone. Eye contact is intimacy, it's vulnerability. And hand placement and timing techniques that work instantly when paired with touch, it becomes electric. A hug followed by that deliberate, lingering look feels like desire. It forces her to imagine everything you're not saying out loud. What is he thinking? Did he feel that too? Why is he looking at me like that? Here's your rule: don't rush to kill the tension. After you release her, hold her eyes just one heartbeat longer than normal. Not a stare down, not a glare, just calm, steady presence. Then let her break it. That 1 second will stick in her mind far longer than any words you could have said. Here's the bottom line. It was never just about the hug. It's about the frame, the restraint, the masculine presence that turns even the smallest touch into something unforgettable. When you draw her in slowly instead of snatching, when you place your hand on her lower back with calm authority, when you hold one beat longer than expected, when you let your cheek brush hers and your breath graze her neck, when you stay silent and let tension build, when you slide your hand as you pull away, when you mix firm strength with gentle softness, and when you break first before she's ready, you're creating psychological imprints that make her replay you for days. Try this approach the next time you hug her. Slow down your draw in. Place your hand on her lower back, not her shoulders. Hold 1 second longer than feels normal. Let your face get close enough that she feels your warmth. Stay completely silent. Let your hands slide slowly as you release. Mix firm and gentle pressure. Always break the hug first. Lock eyes for 1 beat after you let go. Watch how she leans back in, how her breath catches, how she keeps looking at you differently. That's when you know it's working. If this completely changed how you think about physical touch, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, and tell me which secret shocked you the most. I read every single one. Thanks for watching. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep taking